Okay, here's example 4 for arc length. This one is going to be the algebra soup one. But in any case, pause the video, try it first. Okay. My function I want to find the length of is gross, but it's here. And now I want to take the derivative. How do I take the derivative of square root? Square root is 1 over 2 square root. And then I've got to multiply by the derivative of that, 1 minus 2x. How do I take the derivative of the second part? It's chain rule again. Square root of x is the inside, arc sine is the outside. Arc sine, I just pretend like the square root isn't there. 1 over root 1 minus something squared, and then I gotta multiply by the derivative of that something. Okay, and then this second part I think can do some simplification. 2 root x minus x squared plus, this is, I'm going to take that half out front, this one, root x squared is x, and then I've got an extra root x out front. And now I can see, if I'm stuck at this point, that's okay. But I do notice I have x minus x squared and x times 1 over x. Those are the same, so I can combine those square roots. 1 minus 2x over 2, square root of that, plus 1 over, I've got 2, sorry, I copied that wrong. That should be just x. 2 square root, and actually it's x minus x squared. So check that out. I've got I've got the same denominator, so I can just put them together. And then 2 minus 2x. And then just for the sake of it, I'll take out the 2 out of everything. There's my derivative. It's kind of messy, but now we can actually do the formula. My arc length is going to be the integral. What's my interval? It's from 0 to 1. And then it's the square root. I'm not going to finish the square root because I don't know how long it is. 1 plus that derivative, all squared. Now I just got to do algebra, algebra, algebra until it's something I think I know how to do. Integral 0 to 1, square root, I'll distribute that squared, 1 minus x all squared, x minus x squared because the square and square root cancel, dx. Now I don't know how long it's going to be, how long that square root is. So I've got 1 plus, I'll just do FOIL on the top. If you have to write it out, again, that's okay. X minus x squared. And now I think I'm just going to combine the fractions, let's say. So I've got over x minus x squared. Big square root outside. 1 turns into x minus x squared. And then I've still got my x squared plus, minus 2x. I should have written this one bigger. Plus 1. dx. This is the integral from 0 to 1. Open up the square root. Now I see things cancel. X squared and x squared cancel. X minus 2x is negative x. So I'm left with 1 and negative x. Now, is this an I don't think this is just yet an integral that I know how to do. So I probably need to do one more thing. I'm going to factor the bottom, because they actually both have a factor of 1 minus x. X times 1 minus x. And then cancel, cancel. Integral 0 to 1 of 1 over square root of x dx. That was really, really, really tricky, but now finally it's an integral that I know how to do. So square root of 1 over root x is just x to the minus a half. So that turns into, let's write it out. I add 1 to the exponent and then divide by the new exponent. So dividing by a half is the same as multiplying by 2. I've got root x. So that's my antiderivative. 2 root x from 0 to 1. And I've got 2 root 1 minus 2 root 0, which is 0. And that's my final answer. Hopefully that helped.